What's up, guys? My name is Sam, the Raid Man, and we're going to be doing a Raid Shadow Legends beginner guide today. Raid is an amazing game, and if you're just started, I hope you guys will love it. It is a little bit overwhelming, but it truly is an awesome game. I've been playing it for almost 5 years, been making content for almost 3 years, and I've never looked back. I have 10 tips for you today. If you follow these, I promise you have a good time, and I promise you will have a successful Raid experience. So let's go ahead and kick the list off. There's no particular order to this, but I do think a lot of this is, or all of this is relevant to the early game, and some is relevant to mid and late game as well. Step number one, we obviously always have a lot of inflow of new people. Hopefully that's how you guys found my video. If you want to start a new account, or if you have a new account that you've just started, I would recommend, if you haven't already, using a link code to get your account started. And this is a shameless plug. I have a link code that you can use. I actually have 2 link codes you can use, but you can get free legendary champions to start your account. It's no fun to play this game for 2 months and don't have anything better than like a trash epic and rares, you know? So you just start with an amazing legendary, much less 2 amazing legendaries, which you can do through link codes and promo codes. Currently you can get to Hanorok, a void legendary for free, which is bonkers. But if you've gotten started and you don't feel like you have a very good account, I would recommend restarting before it's too late, before you've sunk too much time into your account. Starting an account now is easier than ever before. So that's my first tip. My second tip would be, once you get started in the game, follow these missions, right? So when you log into an account, you're gonna have your Arbiter missions, and then eventually you get to the Ramantu and various missions. But the Arbiter missions start very simple, and it will basically guide you through where you should be in the game for the most part, right? It's always good. It'll kind of scale up as your account scales up. It'll level up champions, ascend champions, beat different areas of the game, beat them at stage 1, beat them at stage 5, beat them at stage 10, and eventually work your way up to the stage 20s. So the missions are awesome, and hand in hand with that, the challenges are also very good. They are, which I can't see mine right now, but there are dungeon challenges, there are arena challenges, champion challenges, and I believe artifact challenges perhaps is the other one. Again, you're going to want to do those when you're at that level of your account, when the challenges are matching here. When you get your account up here and the challenges are down here, it's very frustrating when, you know, you're level 80 in the game, you got to go back and farm Sewers of Arnok on normal to find weapons and things like that. So definitely do those. There's a lot of good resources in there that can keep your account progressing, keep you active and doing something. Step 2 is a universal rule. Farm speed boots. Boots that have speed on them, that's the key to your account, right? This is exactly what you want. You can see I've got a lot of them, and especially in Perception, but also most of the boots that my champions are wearing are going to be speed boots, with few exceptions. Late to end game, you can do some different things, but almost always you want speed boots on everybody. And that is not for new players, that is for every player. Farm speed boots. As soon as you can get into normal 6-6, farm speed boots. When you get to hard 6-6, farm speed boots. Brutal, speed boots. Nightmare one day, speed boots. That is what it's all about. You want to use the speed artifact, speed boots, but any other set 2, you also want speed boots. That is the most valuable piece in my opinion. All right, tip number 4. When you are starting the game, the first priority you should have, overarching priority, is to get at least 5 6-star champions. Right? Not 1, and then you can focus on, you know, a ton of 50s, not, you know, 2, and then you're good to go and you can just have whatever else you want and focus on 10 other champions. Focus on 1 champion at a time until you have at least a full team of 6-star champions. I promise you that advice has been true for 5 years, and it will continue to be true probably for 5 more years. So much more of the game becomes open to you once you have unlocked that, once you have 5 6-star champions. You can get banners on your champions, you can get War Master and tier 6 masteries on your champion. I promise you, you will thank me later. Speaking of 6-star champions, I have a 1 tip, which is just a general rule of thumb for who to 6-star next. This question I've answered on Reddit 100 times, at least, probably more. I've made videos about it, but in general, the rule of thumb for your first 6-star, it should be your campaign farmer. Typically, that's your Kayle, that's your Elhain, your Aethel, your Gaelic. When your starter champions, that's your campaign farmer. But there are lots of other champions that can be your campaign farmer. If you have one of the login champions like Alice, she could do it. Sun Wukong could do it. Elenaro could probably do it. Karato could definitely do it. Whoever you want, really. But your 6-star, first 6-star should be your campaign farmer. After that, you would then want to focus on champions that will bring you something in Clan Boss. And then the next priority for me would be Dragon. And then lastly would be Spider. I guess arena a little bit, but typically your wave clear in campaign will also be your arena nuker, like your Kayle, your Supreme Gaelic, whoever that might be. Typically those will be one and the same. So if someone is good in, Clan Boss and Dragon, like a Poisoner perhaps, absolutely, they're good for both, or Spider. Elenaro is kind of good in all of those areas, except for probably campaign's not her best area. So those would be general rule of thumb where you want to focus on your 6-star champions. Tip number 6, this is huge. This is key to longevity in the game if you want to play the game for a long time. Every long-term player is going to be doing this. You have to find a good active clan, particularly with the Discord and a healthy community. This is why I'll say this is where I kind of fell in love with the game. I think this is where you can truly see like the actual raid community, right? Not all the toxicity in YouTube comments or, you know, content creators being flare and extra and all this stuff. Like the true raid community to me is on Discord. And I think that's how that's how I fell into content creating, was through my Discord. And I run a Discord now with over 100 people and it's continually growing. But this is where you can get advice. This is where you can just have fun and chat. You can take stuff offline and talk about things. This is where you can share your best builds and brag. I don't know anybody in my actual life that plays raid, right? My brother-in-law played for a little while, then he quit. I don't have anyone in my regular life that I can be like, dude, I just did a 12-second Phantom Shogun run. They don't care. But in Discord, there are leaderboards and there are people who will hype you up. And that just makes the game so much more enjoyable. And I really think that's big in terms of keeping you happy and in the game for a long time. Step number 7, this is a big one that I don't think people talk about enough, and I probably don't address enough either. It is very easy to spend money and frankly to spend a lot of it in this game. And I'm not going to say whether you should or shouldn't. I personally do spend money in this game, so I'm not trying to say anyone should do anything, certainly. But if you are going to spend money, I would recommend keeping track of how much you're spending. I think it's very easy for it to get out of hand, and I think you should be aware, be very cognizant of, this is how much money I'm spending, this is what I've put into this game, and is this worth it? You know, for some people, they have that disposable income and you're like, yeah, I put $100 a month in a raid. That's totally fine. Some people are like, holy crap, I spent $6,000 in 3 months. I'm in trouble, you know, and I don't want to ever see that. I hate seeing that. I hate people saying they're leaving or they've, you know, things very drastically are happening. So definitely something to be mature about. It's not raid's fault. I don't believe the raid is inherently predatory. That's probably an unpopular opinion of mine, but I do think that the responsibility is on the individual to remain cognizant. And for myself, when I write down my expenses per month, I'm like, wow, that was a lot. Maybe let's dial it back. So that has helped me. So hopefully that can help you as well. Step number 8, to get back into the game itself, unlock the gem mine pretty much ASAP. Typically my recommendation is when you get gems, you save all your gems, buy masteries for your first 1 or 2 6-star champions. So whether that's your campaign farmer and then your clan boss damage dealer or something, maybe them, then you'll farm the rest of them eventually, but then unlock the gem mine to the highest level as soon as possible. I have got thousands and thousands. I was going to say close to 1 million, but definitely not. Tens of thousands of gems basically from this gem mine, which is a lot of resources in the game. So unlock the gem mine as soon as possible. Again, long term, if you play for over a year, you will be very, very grateful that you did. Step 9, similar to the Discord comment, I would say use all the resources that are at hand, right? If you are struggling with a particular boss, search it up on YouTube. That's what I did with Amius. Rotation 1, Rotation 2 of Amius was kicking my butt. I could not beat it. I was so frustrated and fed up. And I watched a ton of YouTube videos. Probably spent like 2 hours on YouTube. But eventually I was like, okay, I think I kind of got it. Let me follow this guy's guide. And I beat it. And now I beat it every month. And now sometimes I even though I don't like to, I do it for subscribers and stuff when I do takeovers. It's hard. And the game can be hard sometimes, but it's okay to use help, to use tutorials and guides. I've made some guides on different videos. And yeah, same thing with Discord, Reddit. I'm stuck. Who of these 2 champions, who should I take to 6 stars next? Or should I empower this champion or should I use him as a faction guardian? It's okay to ask questions. And there are a lot of people with a lot of experience that are happy to help you, myself included. Use your resources. And lastly, the most important step, and I know this sounds silly, but have fun. This game is a game, right? It's a video game that we're all choosing to play in our free time. This is not a job for 99% of us, myself included. I have a regular job and I do this in my free time. It's 11:30 at night, sitting here on my camera, staring at a camera, or sitting here on my computer, staring at a camera, talking to you guys. This game is supposed to be fun. And I don't want to see you all get burnt out and leave because you're not having fun anymore. So I think find what you enjoy in this game, put your time into that. And then my biggest tip hand in hand with that is do not measure your success or measure your account against others, right? Your success is how far you have come, how much you are enjoying it, how much you've progressed inside of the game. So for example, I have hit, and this is not a flex by any means, but I've hit 1 billion damage in Clan Boss. And this is nowhere near the world record, but it's my record. Not this particular number, but one of these teams. And I'm proud of that. And that's fun for me. And so instead of measuring my success against, man, you know, there's 15 people better than me or whatever the number is, 150 people better than me, that sucks. I'm just gonna be like, man, this is cool. I did this. I'm proud of this. I can hang my hat on this and say, you know, job well done. This was a cool thing. I had fun building this team. I had fun doing this. That is success. You don't have to be number 1 in the world to have that success. You don't have to have all the mythicals in the game. You don't have to have all the legendaries in the game. Comparing yourself to others, I think, is one of the quickest ways to make yourself unhappy. Not to get super deep and philosophical, really quickly, we'll recap those 10 notes, 10 hints, tips, Use a link code. There's so many free resources available to you. Make sure you utilize them. Farm speed boots, follow the missions, complete the challenges, which give you free resources and they match where you are in the game. 4, get at least 5 6-star champions. 5, your first 60 should be a campaign farmer, then clan boss, then dragon, then spider champions. Step 6, join a good active clan with a Discord and room to grow. Tip 7, be aware of how much you are spending in the game. Don't catch yourself by surprise. Tip 8, unlock the gem line as early as possible. Tip 9, use all of your resources like YouTube, Discord, Reddit, etc. And step 10, have fun. Don't measure your success by other people's standards. So anyways, hope this was helpful for you guys. Hopefully this is some positivity. Subscribe to the channel for more daily raid content, and I will see you on the next video.